Truth, lies, shenanigans. 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 Truth, lies, shenanigans.
Good evening. This is Truth, Lies, Shenanigans, the live show. Let's see if I can get the date right. It's Wednesday, November 11th, 2020. My name is Neil, and I'll be moderating all the shenanigans today. Today, my co-hosts are the lovely lady Lizzie.
What's up? What's up? Happy hump day, you all. We're going to talk later in the show about Don Jr.'s gal pal and who she's going to be humping, potentially, for the sake of Donald Trump.
A lot of humps going on.
Not a hump.
And just before showtime, we had a problem where Rob B had to opt out. So Gianni is sitting in for Rob B tonight. Gianni, welcome.
Hey guys.
Your first full show. Look at you.
Welcome,
Thank you so
welcome.
much.
Team
I'm
Dark Knight.
excited.
Welcome.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Exactly.
Now, we did have a huge celebration for Rob B, but I want to make sure we do one thing for Rob B because he unfortunately could not join us. This was a birthday message we had for him. I know he's watching.
Happy birthday, Rob.
Happy birthday to you.
That's Robbie's granddaughter.
Granddaughter.
To you. Happy birthday to you, Grandpapa. Yay!
Yay!
I love you.
Aww.
Sorry, we not have you here, Rob B. But leave your comments in the comments section. We'll be paying attention to you.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right. So for today's show, we have a special guest spotlight with filmmakers and producers Dion and Marty from D&D Productions in Atlanta. Then Lizzie will be talking about Patti LaBelle's son catfishing everyone. And I'll be talking about Trump Jr.'s girlfriend pimping herself out for lap dances. Remember, we are live everywhere. Our show stream live on YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, and Twitter at TLS Live Show. And you can watch us at truthliveshenanigans.com. Remember, share this feed, invite your friends. Most importantly, join in the conversation with us. So Gianni will be keeping an eye, both Gianni and I will be keeping an eye on the conversations going on. Now, also, don't forget to subscribe wherever you listen to your podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, or Amazon Music. Just search for or ask Google, Alexa, or Siri to simply play the Truth Lies Shenanigans podcast. All right, so you have, for the past few weeks, you've seen our production assistant, Gianni, popping in and out. Tonight, she has a full show. And I think it's time for you guys to get to know her a little better. So we are going to put Gianni on the hot. Gianni. Oh, more than our guest a little bit too early there.
We do look alike.
All right. So, Gianni, I know you weren't expecting this, but this is how it works. I'll ask you a few rapid fire questions, and you'll just answer with the first thing that comes to mind. For example, I might ask you your favorite drink, and you'll answer that as fast as you can. What's your favorite drink?
Malta. It's a Spanish drink. It's so weird that I said that, but yeah. I don't know.
All right. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. Prefer to be friends with Kamala or Obama?
Who is Kamala?
Kamala or Obama?
Thank you. Thank you.
I would rather be friends with Kamala.
Okay. All right. Black truffle pizza with smoked prosciutto or Pizza Hut with pepperoni and sausage?
I don't even know what the first one is, so I'm going to go with the second one.
All right. Football or basketball?
I'm going to go basketball.
All right. Lions, tigers, or bears?
Oh my.
Bears.
All right. Save the children or save the puppy?
I'm a huge animal lover, but save the children.
Okay. More love, more time, or more money?
More love, more time. More time.
I'm with you there. I actually would have picked that. Harry Potter movies or Jennifer Lopez movie?
You said Harry Potter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely Harry Potter.
All right. Luxury hotel by yourself or camping with friends?
That one's hard. I'm gonna go with the luxury.
Luxury hotel. All right. Yeah, I knew Lizzie's would have picked. All right, last one. Christmas or Valentine's Day?
Aww.
Christmas.
Christmas. All right, Gianni. Good job. You are off the hot seat. Off the hot seat. Good job. That's because Gianni was supposed to be in that window. All right. So let me tell you, our viewers, what Truth Lies Shenanigans is all about. We'll be sharing our truths and opinions with you, calling out the lies and pointing out the ridiculous shenanigans going on. But most importantly, on this show, and particularly for today's show, we're going to have some fun with some shenanigans of our own. There is one rule for our host here: there is no cussing. No cussing, Lizzie, Liz E.
I'm sorry, what?
No
What the F you say? What the F you say?
All right. All right, guys. So tonight we have another guest spotlight. It's going to be D&D production. All right. This is
How y'all doing? How you doing?
Marty. Hey guys, how's it going? Dino,
How's it going? How's it going?
Dino Tarantino and Marty McWill from D&D Productions, right? Did I get the names right? Marty McWill?
You got it right.
All right, good.
You got it right.
So D&D Productions LLC is a new Atlanta-based film production company. Dino and Marty write, direct, and produce original and collaborative content. Their projects are intended to highlight specific social issues that affect Black culture and are working to give an awareness and provide inspiration to change these issues using their platform. I'd like to welcome you both to Truth Lies Shenanigans. Welcome, guys.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for having us.
What's up? What's up?
All right. So why don't you guys tell us a little bit more about yourselves and tell us about D&D Productions?
Okay, well, I'll start. I'm Dino Tarantino. Hi, everybody. I write, direct, and basically D&D Productions. From what I've been able to put in with it, is a family organization. It's something we strongly believe in. We started the company in February of this year, and it's been nothing but up since we started. We've been on this great journey so far.
Dino?
All right.
Sounds like you're muted. Let me see if that's that's my end.
Oh, that's
Go ahead.
Marty.
Go ahead, Marty.
Okay. Hello everyone. I go by Marty McWill. I have a background in computer animation, and currently I am studying digital cinema photography. Like Dino said, this is a family business that we started, something we believe strongly in, and it's basically a company that's just trying to put ideas and topics that we see in a way that people understand it and is more receptive to it in today's time. So that's what SD&D is about.
All right. So now you say your projects are designed to highlight social issues. Tell us, like, what social issues, and what are you seeing, and how are your
Things
projects
such
working to
as
address these issues?
okay, things such as gentrification. We speak on that a lot. Sex trafficking,
Mm.
kidnapping. In 2019, over 200,000 Black people people of color went missing, no trace, and over 60,000 of those were Black females. So we try to add those elements so the viewers can see and learn and try to have a better understanding.
Okay.
All right, Lizzie.
So I was going to ask, so most of your projects are these, what form of media are they? Is it movies? Is it TV shows, videos? Like, what are you guys primarily working on?
So primarily, currently we're working on a show, a mini series. But in the past, we've done simple skits, videos, and other projects that we started on. That was the collaborative part of our intro. That's other people's projects that they wanted to have brought to life and stuff like that. But yeah, mainly just video and stuff like that, as YouTube, different Facebook, Instagram platforms. But now that our message is getting bigger and we want to be more captivating, we're actually aiming towards big platforms. So it's going to be more focused on movies and strictly miniseries for the next few months.
So I looked you guys up, and I found this movie, Janky Maintenance. Is that one of yours?
Yes, sir. That was a collaborative project.
Okay, let's take a look at it real quick.
This is low maintenance. Basically, it's janky. You know, we kind of flipped it, and you know, we messed everything up, and then some kind of way it fixed itself. It's janky.
See, white folks call it maintenance. We call it maintenance.
Maintenance.
Okay, because when it's just maintenance,
We took the tough
out of it,
out of it, and
it ain't tough for us.
yeah, it ain't nothing too hard for go.
It's just maintenance. You need a little maintenance. That's
Wow.
maintenance. It ain't nothing tough.
Right?
Wow. I just want to know, where did you find this? Because this
Me
is
too.
something
I was gonna ask the same question, bro.
That was on your Instagram page. You had a link to it.
Wow.
We got our ideas.
Yeah, that was
So,
when we first started our journey. We had first started out. I had an idea, and we just tried to jump in and do something. But as we started learning the business more and learning different ways to produce, we took a step back and focused more on the writing and more on the actual storylines and more creating actual stories that we could present and pitch to companies.
So what is your production company like? Like, you guys have a studio? Do you rent space? Do you have writers that you commission, or do you do all of that yourself?
Well, we have a crew. We have sound tech. We have cameramen. We do rent our spaces. We rent locations every time we go film. Right now, we don't have our own studio, but that is our goal.
Okay.
Okay, very good.
Johnny, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I have a question about things that you're working on currently. Do you think you can share just like a brief synopsis of what you're working on now?
Dino, I'll let you pick this up because you're more of the
Okay.
writer.
Okay.
Like,
So
let me. Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just about to say, just so it's clear, Dino is the writing, the creator, like content of it, and I'm more the production side of things. So that's how we collaborate and put our stuff together. So when it comes to what's going on in the story, he'll bring me into the writing room on certain parts that he needs, but I'm gonna let him take it over because he's really the content creator for that part.
So we are currently working on a TV series that we're featuring on Amazon Prime in 2021 called Fragile. And to give you a quick synopsis, Fragile is basically about a guy who comes home after spending 6 years in the army to find his mom dead in her bed. And at first, it seems like a regular robbery going wrong, but as he does his own investigation due to lack of police investigation, he discovers his father's former employer, which is a company called StemuCell. Now, StemuCell is a biogenetic company that specializes in evolving DNA. And sometimes, when you play with DNA, you're not doing stuff by the book. So it's been a lot of kidnappings and missing people of color because they want to revamp Atlanta and it's called New Atlanta in the story. They want to revamp Atlanta and take back what they think is theirs.
Right.
All right.
Nice.
All right. So where do you see your production company next 5 years? Where do you see yourself going?
A Universal Studios type thing.
All
Like
right.
we aim to have a place where the main thing from the question you asked earlier is, do we have our own place or do we rent? Like he said, currently we are renting our own space, but a main thing that we know that we need is like a warehouse. We want to develop our own stages and our own like little platforms that other content creators can come and actually use. So we want to be able to have other companies come collaborate with us, and just in 5 years, I see us as like a Universal Studios on whatever scale, if that's small or major, depending on however it goes.
Because the ultimate goal is for us to one day just sit back and watch everybody else work. And we can, that's how it goes. We want to be a boss. That's what bosses do. But right now we put in the grind. We own this job every day. Every day we call each other. We call out. We reach out to people. We find new cast members. We talk to this media person. I was happy when Gianni asked us to be a part of this show because it was another platform just for us to get our name out there. So I really appreciate that.
Of course. And so, outside of Hollywood, Georgia now is kind of like the hot spot in terms of film production, television production, specifically with Tyler Perry's multi-million-dollar production company and studio that's down there. So do you guys have any links right now to Tyler Perry?
The only link we have right now is actually on TV1. His show with half and half nots. But that is his blueprint is something that we do kind of model after, as far as like I want to work with the same cast members in other projects. I want to work with the same crew guys on different projects. I want to just have a strong team, same as Tyler Perry did, and it worked out for him.
And I think representation is important. I'm a journalist in addition to being a professor. But, I spent my life as a journalist in the media for, 20 plus years now. And I started when there weren't a lot of Black women in particular, but definitely not a lot of Black women in sports journalism. And so what I've come to see now, you turn on the television and they're sideline reporters, they are hosting TV shows on ESPN, on Fox News or whatever. And that just goes to show you that representation is important and getting the word out. So we are happy to help you all get the word out. And definitely keep in touch with us so you can let us know what projects you're working on. We maybe can get Neo to appear in one of your shows and one of your films. Gianni,
maybe Lizzie.
So yeah, we already have Gianni Cash. She actually plays a character. Her name is Hazel Valentine.
Hazel.
That's true.
She's a businesswoman.
Miss Hazel.
Y'all got to see her. Y'all got to see her. Y'all.
Right. She dope. She dope.
Her
I bet she
audition
is.
was like absolutely amazing.
Good to know.
Yeah, they've been working on the series Fragile for about a month and a half now, and I have like a small little part, but I'm in it. And I'll show you guys the pilot whenever they're finished creating it. Yeah.
Definitely.
She has a small part in the pilot, but she has a major story to tell.
Oh, nice.
Our girl,
We have a superstar in the making right here. All right. All right, guys. So why don't you let everybody know exactly where they can find you, find your new projects, and find you online.
Wait, go ahead, Marty.
I was just about to say, as far as the main platform, YouTube at Marty McWill or is D&D Productions, y'all should definitely be able to find something. We've been trying not to post too much because it's kind of too early. We just posting like little simple stuff behind the scenes and stuff if y'all are into that. But the YouTube and Amazon is definitely where we're dropping our material off when this is done. So I want y'all to look forward to that. YouTube and stuff for trailers and stuff like that. But Instagram, Marty McWill, and then I'm gonna let him give his handles.
Social media, Dino Tarantino on Instagram and Dino Tarantino on Facebook. Also, you can follow those two pages, and also follow our D&D Productions Instagram page. More brand new content is coming. Like I said, we started this company about 4 or 5 months ago, and we already off to a good head start. We have a major production. It's lights, camera, action. We on the right path. We just gotta stay focused and continue to do God's work.
Look,
we got some names y'all heard about in the Hollywood industry already inside the show. So look out for those names, like some pretty popular names.
Come on, name drop. We want to hear some name drop.
Oh, we have a native legend, Shawty. Y'all probably heard of Shawty, the comedian. He's a comedian. He's been around for over 20 years.
Out.
On Wild and Out.
Yeah. I know. Okay, I know you're talking about now. Yep.
Also on Wild and Out, and we have a couple more surprises. You gotta wait to see.
We gotta wait to see. Okay.
All right.
Gianni will make sure that we see it. So maybe once it releases, we'll get one of you back onto the show. Tell us all about it.
Definitely.
Nice.
When do you expect the release date to be?
So we plan on finishing around early February. So we're giving post-production at least 2 months just to go over everything, have everybody we want that's involved in, like he said, the sound effects, different stuff like that. We just really want to make sure this is a quality. So 2 months after that. So I'm looking probably around March, April. I say probably mid.
Nice.
March 21. Yeah.
So next year.
All right, so we'll
Yep.
be looking out for that. We'll be looking out for that.
Please do.
Please do.
Yeah.
Please do.
Please
All right,
do.
Dino Marty, that's all the time we have. We'd like to thank you guys for joining us. We do appreciate you coming on.
Thank y'all, man.
Thank
Thank
you
you, Gianni,
guys.
for getting us on
Thank
here.
you.
Thank you, Neo.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Lizzie.
Thank you.
All right, guys, have a good one.
You too.
You
Whoop whoop.
Gianni, look at your superstar. Superstar
Wasn't it
Gianni.
Hazel
Dibbling and dabbling.
Hazel I love that name too. Hazel Valentine.
Mm-hmm.
It's a crazy role. She's a drug dealer and she's in a girl gang. So that's a little different than my personality now.
So you got to do some real acting with that.
Yeah.
That's good. Good.
Yeah.
Get your talents together. All right. So now it's time for some hot topics.
Truth, lies, shenanigans.
All right. So the way Hot Topics works, one of our hosts will start us off and they'll tell us if their topic is the truth, lie, or shenanigans. Tell you what's going on in the world, and then we'll all just talk about it until time is up. And we'll have our friend Gingy, who is ready for some birthdays with Rob B.
Yeah, the Gingy had Rob on her mind today, honey.
Will pop in and let us know that time is up, and we will stop and go to our live audience questions and comments online, and we'll talk about it some more. So make sure you are definitely talking to us online tonight. Once we're done, we'll go on to the next host and their topic. All right, Lizzie, since we missed you on the last show, let's start with you. I missed you. I missed you, Lizzie. Yeah. We need your energy. Your energy on the show is, I don't know. It's hard to be without your energy on the show.
Well, you know how you make people feel appreciated when they're away for a little while and you want to let them know that they've been missed? You dedicate to the Chanel Fund. You dedicate to the Chanel Fund.
I'm not dedicating to any Chanel. All right, Lizzie. Is this a truth, lie, or shenanigans?
It is a whole bunch of shenanigans. Hopefully, I know, she hasn't probably heard of us yet, but hopefully we'll get the word out to Miss Patti LaBelle so we can get a statement about what the hell, the Hades is going on with her child. So yesterday, it turns out that we had a former politician who tweeted this on his website, on his Twitter site. Now, this is a white politician, but look at what he tweeted. I'm a Black gay guy, and I can personally say that Obama did nothing for me. My life only changed a little bit, and it was for the worse. Everything is so much better under Trump, though. I feel respected, which I never do when Democrats are involved. So first and foremost, even before I get to the non-apology, looking at the picture of Dean Browning, and I'm going to ask Gianni first because I already know what Neo is probably going to say. Looking at the picture of Dean Browning, who appears to be a white man, but then he's, posting about being, I'm a Black gay guy, and he's trying to dog Obama. Gianni, what is your first reaction to this tweet?
I would think it's a scam immediately. I would it's so weird because he has the blue check, so he's official.
Right, so he's been verified.
Yeah, so it's like weird. Like it's like, was this a mistake? But I know that it's not. Like at the end of the day, this is Patty's son. So I would be confused. Like, is this a scam? Who's on this man's account?
But Lizzie, how did they find out?
How did they find out what?
That this was, I see he posted this, but how did they find out who it was?
We'll get to that. But
okay. All right.
What was your reaction?
We'll get to that.
When I saw it, I was confused. I admit to being confused. I was like, okay, what is this? Is this a
scam?
Yeah, I just didn't. I mean, when I didn't even know about it till you sent it, and when I was looking through it, I'm like, why is Lizzie sending this? What is this? What is she?
Liz.
So I'll admit to being completely confused at first, but
so you were confused. You didn't take your age-old position of, well, if he feels like he's a Black guy, who are we to tell him he's not a Black guy?
I did not, but I was confused as to what was happening.
All right.
But I mean, if he felt he was black, if he's got some black in him, he's black. He got a drop of black, he might be black. Who knows?
Well, I mean, there's lots of ways to get black in you, but that doesn't mean you are black. Okay,
Isn't it true?
That's the truth.
that's great. But then, so once Twitter blew up, people started calling him out because obviously this appears to be a white male who, again, he has a verified Twitter account. He's allegedly, a politician. And so people started calling him out on Twitter. And so he, did the proverbial non-apology. Regarding the tweet that is going viral for my account, I was quoting a message that I received earlier this week from a follower. Sorry if context was not clear. Trump received record minority votes and record LGBTQ votes. Many people won't say it vocally, but do in private. So are you buying that apology? He was a gay black person sent him something. And so he meant to post that instead of posting it as if he was calling himself a gay guy. Do you buy that apology?
I'm still confused. I'm admitting I'm just like I'm so confused by this whole thing. I'm just being honest with you. I am like I even read through the articles and I'm just like I was hoping to get clarity tonight.
Okay.
I am lost by I don't understand what. So from my understanding, okay, we got this guy. The guy is apparently Patti LaBelle's son is pretending to be.
Ahead. Why you keep jumping ahead?
I can't figure it out. So go ahead. No, so I'm still lost. How about that? That's my that's my impression.
All right. So after that apology, again it blew up on Twitter. People were calling it a non-apology. Then it turns out this guy, black guy, a guy who identifies himself as a black gay Republican named Dan Purdy, he came out and acknowledged that he was the guy that was referenced in the original tweet. He was the guy that, said that Obama did nothing for him. That's his picture right there. He was the guy that Obama did nothing for him. He needs to speak out on behalf of black Republicans, black gay Republicans, and tell the truth about how they are represented in society. Well, as soon as he made that video, people saw his face, obviously. And people started putting two to two together. And so they looked up all of his past tweets for Dan Purdy. And I mean, there are some internet sleuths out there. Somehow they found his IP address and connected it to this Twitter site for William Holt. William Holt, it turns out, is Miss Patti's son.
So he was triple catfishing.
Yes.
What?
I'm just like, sweetie, you ain't got some patty pies that you could be eating right now. You ain't got nothing to do than to catfish on some nonsense like this. And apparently, these weren't the only sites. He had another site called Burl Holt, where he was posting a lot of derogatory things about black Democratic politicians, black liberal politicians, about Barack Obama, about people in the House, in the Senate, about our girl, our Auntie Maxine Waters. Like he was just going on and on. And no one was none the wiser until he posted that video in support of the BS tweets before. And then people put to this guy here, William Legate, he broke it all down. He broke it all down. He posted the pictures of him and Patti. And Patti, from what I gathered, has 5 kids, and William Holt is one of her kids. Yeah. And so he posted the pictures of the two of them together. He posted all of his past tweets. And so the original site, Dan Purdy, has now been banned from Twitter. Okay, because of all of the derogatory statements that it made. I don't know where Mr. William Holt is this evening. I don't think anyone has asked Miss Patti what's going on with her son. But what is my panel, my partners in crime? What do y'all think of this nonsense? I liked it because it was kind of a good distraction from what's going on in the White House right now.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But at the same time, I'm like, oh, this is so messy. This is so
It
messy.
is. I mean, I can't even. I don't even understand how. It's so
I don't.
confusing. So he was. So he chose to. And I don't. What? Well, let me ask you this one. Let me ask you this question. What was his actual purpose? Did he really feel that way about Obama, or was he
Yeah.
just?
Oh, yeah. So he is, as far as we can tell from where he's been posting on social media as himself,
Okay.
as Dan Purdy, and as that other alias, Burl Holt.
Okay.
He is a black gay Republican who is against all black liberals, black Democrats in this country.
Hmm.
It also turns out that the original tweet from Dean Browning, that guy is real.
Hmm.
That guy is real. So what people are suggesting is that Dean sold his, or I take it back. William Holt sold his story or sold his ability to tweet to Dean. And Dean was posting, but he got confused with all of his posting and his tweeting or whatever, and didn't really check himself when he called himself a black gay guy. Like he was supposed to post under a different persona, but forgot and called himself a black gay guy.
Oh, and he slipped
Oh,
up.
so he had.
Okay.
Oh, I get it now. So he had
Okay.
multiple accounts that he was catfishing
Aliases.
from, and he
Who
just.
has that much time?
Exactly. Listen,
What? Especially being Patty's son.
throughout the day, because I do social media for a TLS show, throughout the day, I can barely get up one tweet for this dang show. Like it's been a struggle. But these people had this whole operation going. I mean, they catfishing under this name, this name, this name. And why would you embarrass your mama, Miss Patty, like that?
So do we think he has like
I know.
some disorder or some psychological disorder that he's
Not a
dealing with, or
disorder.
I mean, I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Who?
I mean, that would explain it.
I mean,
I guess.
most people when they. So
Really?
my wife likes Catfish, that show, Catfish. I think that's what it's called, Catfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I've watched a few of those episodes, and I don't know. Yeah, I just don't get it. I mean, I think those people there's usually some type of problem, some
Social.
history,
Social.
yeah, social disorders, even if it's a social disorder, right? Um, so I'm curious if he does or doesn't.
So Mike Winter, I'm looking at the comments. Mike Winter just said he calls Trump Alf.
Yeah.
So he posted that that has been a tactic of Alf, that he pays, minorities. He pays people to, post these things, these negative things about blacks, about Latinos, about Asians, about the Democratic Party, and just, pays them well. But it appears as if, from what they post, it appears as if, as a community, we're all down for Trump, and we ain't, y'all. We ain't. There are a few outliers out there, but the majority, we ain't doing that.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a few online. If you want to go over some of the comments online, Yanni?
Yeah, sure. Kevin Thaxton said, to be honest, people have a hard time seeing beyond their personal issues. No politician is supposed to do anything for an individual. Politicians help compromise for the entirety of society. That's true.
It is.
Okay.
I see Rupka says Rupka was confused like me though. If you look, she says so. Patty's son made a fake profile with a fake page and pic. Still confused. And then Daxon was wondering what was he catfishing for.
Yeah.
I can't speak to that. I've never catfished in my life. I've never even seen the show. So I mean, I know what it is through sports, because there was a very famous story.
Oh yeah.
Manti Te'o from he was a Notre Dame football player who got catfished from someone who was saying that she was his girlfriend, and he fell for it. But then he started lying too, saying, "Yeah, she was my girlfriend. We went on this date and we had this, vacation or whatever." And then the girlfriend allegedly, she gets sick. She has all of these health problems, and then she allegedly dies the same week that his grandmother dies. And it turns out that one, he had never met this girl. So he lied about that. But two, The
I'd lie
girl
too.
did not exist. Why you need to lie about having a girlfriend?
I mean, I'd lie if I did have one like that. If I had a catfish, I would be lying the whole time about it. Yeah, okay.
He was lying before
I'm
he knew
making
he
it
got
up.
catfished. He was lying before he knew he got catfished. But it turns out the girl did not exist. The person who had been in contact with him was some guy out in Hawaii. So that was like the first time I had heard the term catfish. Like, oh my God, people
I
got
just don't
way too much
understand.
power.
I don't understand what people get out of catfish.
There are a lot of mean-spirited folks out here.
What do you think, Johnny?
Yeah, I feel like people catfish because it's the insecurity things. There's many reasons if you've watched the show Catfish. There could be like you said, disorders, or it really can be just that people have this weird insecurity of how they genuinely look now. So, they put they steal fake photos and things like that and cover. But there's all levels of catfishing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Gianni's smiling a little bit there. Gianni, are you going to think about doing like a Hazel Valentine catfish?
Exactly.
She's gonna bring out her persona.
You are a beautiful young lady. Like, you will attract attention if people just saw your picture. If you just reached out to someone, hey, it's Hazel. My name's Hazel. I live in Atlanta.
That can be my altar.
All right, let's get a couple more comments online. Were there a couple more, Yanni?
Yeah, Jacqueline said, IQ 45 has been known to take on very alias throughout his professional life, including John Barron.
John Barron. Who's John Barron?
Who's John Barron?
That's the catfish.
Dario Winter said, sounds like 45 needs to move over on the therapy couch for some of his followers. Me. Yeah. They just need one group therapy session. Jacqueline Robinson said, those pies are nasty though. Oh, you don't like the patty pie?
I never tried a patty pie. Are they good? I mean, are they nasty? I don't have never tried one. Are they good?
I tried it once.
Let me just say this, and in defense of Jacqueline Robinson, for those of y'all don't know, that's my older sister. We grew up with a Southern mother from Florence, South Carolina, who made pies from scratch. Probably, I'm going to say, much better than a patty pie. So that's where Jackie is coming from. She's just like, whatever. We grew up on sweet potato and pumpkin pies from scratch, and so don't be patty pie.
Mike Winter's over here calling Hazel Valentine a stripper name.
But we didn't give it to her.
It is a stripper name.
The D&D boys gave it to her. We didn't give it to her.
I know. Where did they think of that name? I don't even know where they.
Hazel. I like the name actually, Hazel Valentine. That's a cool name. Anyway, all right. So let's move on to the next hot topic.
Truth, lies, shenanigans.
All right. Next hot topic is for me, and this is some serious shenanigans going on.
That's a good segue from stripper. We going from the stripper name to the stripper lap dance. Let's go.
Yes, because I'm talking Kimberly Guilfoyle. Many of you might remember this speech where she yelled at the Republican National Convention.
Gentlemen, leaders and fighters for freedom and liberty and the American dream, the best is yet to come.
She yelled the whole speech. I mean, literally, the whole speech. Anyway.
At the end of that speech, I expected her to be like, oh boy, from the movie Warriors. Can you dig it?
You calling out references Gianni doesn't know. She didn't watch that movie.
I know that reference.
Oh, you know that one? Okay.
See? Hazel Valentine knows some references. No.
All right. So on Saturday, Politico reported that Trump Jr.'s girlfriend, Kimberly Guilfoyle, who was also an official Trump campaign advisor, and at a fundraiser, she often joked about her sex life and made offers for a lap dance and a hot tub party. At the donor event in December at the Trump Hotel in Washington, D.C., which, by the way, is leased out from the federal government, Guilfoyle offered to give a lap dance to whomever raised the most money. Word is both her and Trump Jr. made some donors very uncomfortable with their sexually suggestive conversation. A spokesman for the Trump campaign told Politico Kimberly Guilfoyle is an excellent fundraiser and was highly valued as an asset to the president's team.
I.e., she gives a good lap dance. That's what he really said, David.
That's what he really meant.
So my simple question to you guys, is anyone surprised by this? I'll start with Lizzie.
No, I mean, it just came out a couple of months ago that Fox News, so she used to be a personality on Fox News, and while she was there, she allegedly was sexually harassing someone on staff. And so Fox News had to pay $4 million to settle that lawsuit. So no, this does not surprise me. But, I'm going to be the devil's advocate here and be like, by any means necessary. Like, if you are running a campaign and you need some ducats, you need some dollars, you're not going to give the cute girl over there, hey, look, go out there, handle your business, bat those eyelashes, give a lap dance, by any means necessary. That seems to be the Republican way under a president who, even before he was elected, was caught on video talking about, boasting about, grabbing women by the pussy, who also, had an affair with Stormy Daniels. So no, I'm not surprised. Not the least bit surprised.
Yanni, how about you? Are you surprised at all?
I feel like, who is she though? Is she like a cheerleader for the Trump campaign? Like, who is she exactly? Is she a politician though? Like, that was a serious question. Is she a politician?
No, she was a news reporter for Fox News, and then an anchor for Fox News, and then she decided to go start hanging out with Trump Jr., who is her boyfriend.
But also before that, she was the ex-wife of Gavin Newsom, who is the mayor is he the mayor of San Francisco, or is he the governor of California? I think he's the governor of California. But
I think you're right. Gavin Newsom, yeah, governor of California, I think he is. Yep.
Governor of California, yep. Who's a Democrat. So they used to be married. So she has been in the political, spotlight and circle for years. Oh. For years.
Oh, and by the way, her mother's an immigrant, according to her. From Puerto Rico.
Her mother is an immigrant from Puerto Rico, even though Puerto Rico is a part of the United States. How does that work?
Yeah, I was like...
She immigrated from Puerto Rico.
How does that work?
I immigrated from Washington, D.C., so, I'm an immigrant.
What in the world?
Well,
I think this is tasteless and classless.
Yeah. Yeah.
But nothing. I can't really expect much from the Trump campaign. But I won't just say that I'm. Let me not share that. But I just feel like
share it
in general, because I'm not pro-Democrat and I'm not pro-Republican.
Okay, that's good.
I guess you can, in a way, say I am neutral. But
good. I like neutral.
But I just feel like from the from the Republican campaign, it's just been really, Trump campaign, it's been really like aggressive, and it's just been like ignorant and belligerent a little bit.
Jeanette Brown says he's fighting COVID and she's giving lap dances. Girl Jeanette.
I'm not surprised at all personally, because it happens often in these type of campaigns and things like that. It happens often that they have pretty women prancing around and trying to get donors to give more money. I think it's been for centuries. That this is just what they do. And again, I agree with Lizzie on the fact that it's a higher level of that with the Republican Party. I don't know why that is, but I just think the Republicans tend to do that. And like you said, it's tasteless. But am I surprised by it? I'm not surprised at all.
Think about this, guys. It goes back. It's not just politics. It's not just professionals. It goes as far back to college. Think about big college football and basketball programs, and when they're recruiting these kids.
Yep.
And I have seen this firsthand. I was actually our freshman year, me and my girls, we were asked to be athletic department football recruiter girls, where when they have these high school recruits come on campus, the young ladies, they meet them at the airport. They drive them from the airport to their hotel. They take them out to dinner. They take them out to the hottest parties that are on campus for the weekend. And sometimes they give lap dances and other favors. There's a movie that documents that with Halle Berry and Omar Epps called The Program.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's what it's
I
about.
remember that.
And so, yeah, it starts early. I mean, this is just what we're seeing with Miss Kim, with Lil Kim, with Dancin Kim over there. This is the elevated, more professional version. But it starts early. It starts early.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at it at all. But I just want to point
So
out
do you
one thing.
guys see like anything wrong with that, or do you? Sorry to.
Oh, good.
Do you feel like that's like kind of like the name of the game? Like that's as long as they're okay with that, like the women, of course, in kind of doing that, is that cool?
I mean, I don't. Good, good, Lizzie. I'll let you.
I was just going to say, first and foremost, I was joking earlier when I said by any means necessary. But to answer Gianni's question, I absolutely see a lot wrong with that because it sets a precedent for how women should be treated and how they are viewed in these professional settings, in these, political settings, even as, again, I'm a sports journalist, even as, someone who may want to interview, a top athlete. Well, what you gonna give us if we give you him for this interview? What are you gonna give us?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give you my microphone in his face. That's all I'm gonna give you. Like, no, I'm not effing for an interview, and I'm certainly not effing for donations. So yeah, I do not think it's appropriate at all, at all.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
At all.
yeah, treating women this way is not what should be done because it sets, like Lizzie said, a precedent um, for little girls, and that's the expectation. That's the
Cute.
expectation, right? Right. If you're pretty and cute, then then I expect something from you. I mean, it's like the whole thing with Fox News and Roger Ailes, and it's not to say that, and it's not really to compare Democrat versus liberal, liberal versus conservative. It just, for some reason, conservatives tend to be more, um, misogynistic. I don't know what that is or why. It's just they tend to go towards that party. And I think it has to do with, some of the religious and Christian beliefs of women should be subjugated. So,
It's for you, Robbie.
missing you, Rob B. Missing you, Rob B.
Let me just answer Kevin very quickly because he said, Lizzie, you were a honeypot. Hell no. 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 No.
Don't believe it. Don't believe it, Kevin.
Honey.
I want to respond to what Jeanette Brown says. She says, I'm with you, Gianni. I'm not a rampant Democrat or Republican, and I suspect the Dems aren't clean either. Epstein ? Totally agree with that. I mean, I certainly wasn't saying that Dems are not clean or are not dirty as well. I mean, it's more a sense of that's the way politics is. But go ahead, Lizzie.
And again, Gianni is, our youngest member of our panel here. So she might not be, she's the same age as my students, actually. So she might not remember this time in American politics, but hello, Bill Clinton. Hello, Bill Clinton.
I'm sure she has some sense of what a Monica Lewinsky is.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton was, poking and sticking in everything that walked by him in the governor's mansion, in the White House, and beyond. And I have to remind people that he was impeached because he lied, not because of what happened with Monica Lewinsky, but because he lied about it. Like, this has been going on forever and a day. And I'm not saying that to say that it's okay. It's excusable, but it goes across both parties. Both parties. Remember John Edwards? Very, very quickly, remember when Obama ran in 2008? John Edwards, former senator from North Carolina, was also on that ticket. During his campaign, it came out he had a wife, Elizabeth Edwards, who has since passed on, but she had terminal cancer, and it came out that he was having an affair with a videographer. And he lied and lied and lied about it, got her pregnant. She had a baby. And then the Enquirer, the National Enquirer, blew his spot up. And he had to drop out of the campaign. Blew his spot. So goes for both parties.
No question.
Both parties.
Kevin Thaxton pointed out the Kennedys as well.
Oh, don't even get us started. We ain't got enough time for that. We ain't got enough time for that.
Let's read off a couple of comments, Gianni, and then we'll move on from Hot Topic. Did you hear me, Gianni?
Okay, sounds good.
Sorry.
Oh, Jeanette Brown said, yes, you hear me?
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Might be a slight delay.
Okay, so Jeanette Brown said, the more conservative, the more closed-minded. Less are able to see others more capable of abuse. Who is the woman who owned our first woman president? Who stayed married to Jinx? I'm not sure.
Let me see if I can jump in there and see some messages. Hold up.
Daria Winter also said sexism is not driven by party affiliation.
It's not. You're right.
And then Mike Winter also said JFK was bad too.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, so were all the Kennedys, but we ain't got enough time for that. We ain't got enough time.
All the Kennedys were pretty bad. All right.
Except for Junior. Rest in peace, my love. Except for Junior.
Except for Junior. All right. That's it for Hot Topics, guys.
Lies, shenanigans.
All right, so let's jump right on into our game show for the evening. I'm going to feel bad for Gianni on this one.
Don't feel bad for me.
I feel bad for you because it was Rob's birthday, so I made it a 70s trivia game.
Gosh.
So I hope you're up to speed on your 70s trivia.
I'll try.
All right. Well, this is an example. So what we'll do is we'll go around the horn. I'll ask each a question, read the options, and you'll answer as quickly as you can. If you get it right, Gianni will get you a point, and the person with the most points wins the game. So we're all playing the game. I don't know the answers to these questions. All right. Although I know the answer to this one because this is a sample question. In the fall of 1971, Disney World opened in Orlando. How much did a ticket cost? $3.50, $13.50, or $23? Either of you know?
$3.50.
What do you say, Gianni? $3.50,
I'll say $3.50. I'll say $3.50.
All right. That is correct. $3.50. All right. Here we go. We're going to start with Lizzie.
Kevin gave you some advice, Gianni. He said, think old. Think old.
Old.
All right. In 1975, who founded a company named Microsoft? Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, or Phil Mickelson? Lizzie. Phil Mickelson, right?
Alabama. Don't get me started on him either. Oh my God. Was it Bill Gates?
Yes, that is correct. It's Bill Gates.
I only use Apple products, so I need to know what the competition is like.
Oh, this is going to be tough for you, Gianni. What happened at Kent State University on May 4th, 1970?
What university?
What happened at Kent State University on May 4th, 1970? A rock concert, a huge graduation ceremony, or a massacre?
Massacre?
That should be correct. Yes, Gianni, that is correct.
A massacre?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. I actually knew someone who was there for that massacre. Yeah. She's not clapping because I knew someone.
Nice.
She clapped because she got the question right.
All right, it looks like she might be frozen. Let's see. All right, the next one's for me anyway. In 1971, the New York Times published the Pentagon Papers, which were all about which controversial subject? The Pentagon Papers. I'm gonna say the Vietnam War.
That lag is getting me in trouble.
That lag is getting you in trouble. The Vietnam War. I am correct. So we're each got a point. Okay. Lizzie, in 1973, the Sears Tower opened in Toronto, Chicago, or New York?
Chicago.
Chicago is correct.
Poetic justice. Chicago.
All right, Gianni, the next one. The 70s started with the devastating news that a music group was disbanding for good. Which band was it? The Who, the Beatles, or Skinny Puppy? Uh-oh, she's got some lag.
Yeah, I don't think she knows it's going for her.
You got that? Did you hear that, Gianni?
She ain't heard nothing.
You didn't hear. All right. Let's go.
You do yours and we'll come back to her.
We'll come back. We'll come back. Maybe she caught up. Let's see. It looks like she might have caught up. Are you there, Gianni?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. The lag is better. All right. Here we go. The 70s started with the devastating news that a music group was disbanding for good. Which band was it?
The Who's.
The Who?
Yes.
That is incorrect. It was the Beatles.
Dang.
All right.
I should have listened to you, Kevin Saxton.
All right. In 1979, what happened at a place called 3 Mile Island? Nuclear accident, assassination attempt, or kidnapping? That would be a nuclear accident. That is correct, Antonio. Neo. All right. Lizzie, this is the last round. You ready? Between me and you. I mean, well, Gianni could catch up in tie. Let's see. In 1971, what did the 26th Amendment to the Constitution accomplish?
In the 1971. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm sorry. Created Medicare, ended segregation, or lowered the voting age?
Segregation.
Easy. Oh, it wasn't segregation. It lowered the voting age. Okay, Gianni, you got a chance here. All right.
Okay.
I thought it was segregation too.
Oh, come on. Why did you give me this? Cheaters.
All right, in 1973, Secretariat made history in which sport? NASCAR, golf, or horse racing, Gianni?
I'm trying to channel my inner Lizzie and sports.
Inner Lizzie.
Wait, what was the last answer?
The last answer was voting.
Oh.
So in 1970, Secretariat made I'm saying, what was the last option? Okay. In 1973.
Yeah, option.
Okay, sorry. In 1973, Secretariat made history in which sport? NASCAR, golf, or horse racing? Secretariat.
I'm gonna go with 30 of the comments as horse racing.
Good job. Good job. Way to hold out.
Jacqueline Robinson, you are my sister. Why would you post in the comments so someone else can see and beat me?
All right, so she hasn't beaten you yet. Hold on, let's see if we can tie here. All right. So if I get this wrong, then we tie. Otherwise, I win. All right. NASA. Oh, I know this. NASA's.
No. See how he got the NASA question and I didn't get a sports question? Cheater.
How about I skip to the next one? I'll skip to the next one. Okay. Well, let me just answer the question. NASA's Apollo 13 was heading to blank when it experienced life-threatening malfunctions. The moon, Mars, or Halley's Comet? Easily the moon. All right. In 1975, this is an easy one too.
This should have been Gianni's question.
In 1975, Sony unleashed Betamax, a technology meant for which purpose? Home video recording, compact disc playback, or wound cleansing? Betamax. The answer is home video recording. And yes, ding, 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 ding. Neo wins. Neo wins. Yay. Neo wins
Nice.
again.
Liz. Congratulations.
That was a fun game. That was a fun game.
Hey, if I curse, I get penalized. If I curse for calling out the bull sugar honey iced tea, I get penalized.
Oh, this will be my second final thought in a row. Winning good now.
I know.
All right.
What are the odds?
All right.
Let's do a recount.
Let's
do
get
a
our
recount.
let's get our
Let's
shout
do
out there. All right, guys. Let's get in some shout outs. Let's start with Lizzie. Lizzie, who you shout out?
Once again, shout out to our guy, Rob B. Happy belated birthday. Sorry that we couldn't have you on the show with us tonight, but we are thinking about you, and we will hopefully see you again on Sunday.
Yanni, shout out?
I want to shout out D&D Productions for coming on today's episode. Thank you guys for sharing what you do. And I want to also shout out to Rob because happy birthday. Hope you have a great day.
Yes, happy birthday, Rob B. I want to shout out everybody online. We had a lot of fun. Kevin Thaxton was Jeanette, Saima, Mike Wolf, Mike Winter, all of you guys, Daria Winter, Rupka. A lot of fun tonight. There was a great show. Enjoyed hanging out with you guys. All right, so that is all the time we have for our wonderful show. Thanks for joining us. We hope that maybe you learned something or gained a new perspective or even got some things off your chest. Don't forget, please like, follow, subscribe at TLS Live Show. And if you missed any of today's episode, check out our clips online on YouTube and Facebook tomorrow for you to share them out. Remember, you can also listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, Google, Alexa, you name it, you should find us. Just search for or ask your favorite digital assistant for the Truth Lies Shenanigans podcast. Or you can just simply go to tlsshow.com. It was a lot of fun tonight. Thank you, Gianni, for joining, hanging out with us, covering for Rob B. Hope everything is better for Rob B right now. Hope everything worked out. Don't forget, make sure you join our next live show on Sunday, 4 p.m. And since I am the winner with the final thought of the day, I just want to point out that today is the day that Nat Turner, who raised a revolt against slave owners, was executed today, in this day in history, 1873. So, just wanted to bring out that little history. Make sure you research Nat Turner. There was a movie out about him, so you should check it out. It wasn't a bad movie. All right, guys.
The director was bad. The director was bad. Lest we forget.
Okay. We'll go with that. All right, guys. I want to thank you guys for joining us. Have a great day. See you on Sunday.
Shenanigans. Truth, lies.